Same seats, same mates. Every other week, scarf up, heads high. Hear the cockerel speak. White and blue in my blood, in my name. Born and bred for the lane, for the lane. We are Tottenham, super Tottenham from the lane. Sing it louder, feel it running through your veins. Thfc, till we die, that's the way. We are Tottenham, super Tottenham from the lane. Oh yeah! Hey, hey, old boys, young kids, all in one song. Heartbreak, hailstorms, still we march on. Under lights, under rain, it's the same. All in, all out, for the badge, for the name. We are Tottenham, super Tottenham from the lane. Sing it louder, feel it running through your veins. Thfc, till we die, that's the way. We are Tottenham, super Tottenham from the lane.
Yes, guys, hello and welcome to THFC Till We Die, home at Tottenham past present, and of course an exciting future on the Roberto De Zerbi. And yes, we are back at the lane tomorrow. Yes, I wish I was going. I'm so jealous of the people that are going there, like Philip Brady and some of the Killed Spurs group. And I will be making sure the planes won't be taken off, and I will be nicking their tickets and going myself. No, I'm only joking. No, I am really jealous to go tomorrow. I hope to have a fantastic day, by the way. It's going to be a great game. But don't you worry, guys. We're bringing you live watch-along. Not one, but two watch-alongs this weekend. Yes, Saturday and Sunday, we're giving you a double trouble of Tottenham as we play Hoffenheim 3 o'clock tomorrow and Hoffenheim 12 o'clock on Sunday. Makes me wonder why. Maybe De Zerbi just wanted two games. Maybe he thought double trouble. Who knows? But guys, welcome to the show. This is all about rumours I've seen, rumours I've been told about, information that I've been given, and giving you guys the very latest on the Tottenham Hotspur transfer saga. That probably been the best transfer window I think we've had in a long time. And as we're getting closer to the end of this window, as the window now starts to wind down with a couple of weeks left now, we know deadline day, me and James will be on for the whole deadline day. We're going to start, I think, at 4 and go all the way through to 11:30 at night. Yes, we are giving you our special edition because that's what we do here. We like to give you guys up to date. I think it's been good, and I think Tottenham have really set the stall out to do well this year, and I'm buzzing. I can't wait. And all your negative Nancy's that are moaning and groaning that nothing's happening, something will happen, believe me. Let's see. Big up to Andrew. Big up to Andrew Burnett. Big up, Andrew. Big up. Hope you're doing well, Andrew. Great to see you in. Big up to Super Carlos. Yes. Big up, Dermo. I'm sweating buckets. Have you got a bottle of water next year? Apparently, it's your government's now putting out a warning that you have to have water near you. I can see you, Carl. You got about 20 bottles of water next year. Do you know, in case, I don't know, your Xbox catches fire or something. But big up. Big up to you. Big up to Owen as well. I hope you and the missus and the little one are doing well. Owen, I have missed you over the summer. Where have you been, my man? And of course, the watch-alongs are now back. So I expect you in every watch-along. Big up to people, and big up to 34 of you already that have joined me already. So big up to you guys. Hope you're doing well. Where we starting tonight? I tell you where I want to start tonight, and maybe it's not transfer related. It's what Tottenham did yesterday. I wasn't told about this. I was shown a video of this, of all the old players there from the 70s, the 80s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s of Tottenham during the years of players turning up, having lunch with Robert De Zerbi, watching the players train, and generally integrating with the players of now. And I think it was a brilliant touch by Spurs. I really do. And look, Everyone knows me well enough on this channel now that I'm a massive 80s fan. I was born in the 70s, grew up in the 80s. So the players like Graham Roberts and Steve Perryman and Glenn Hoddle and Mickey Hazard and Tony Galvin and Paul Miller and players like that are my idols. They're my heroes. They're the players that made me fall in love with Tottenham Hotspur. They're the ones that made me support this football club. Chris Hughton as well, Irish international. And I've always been saying for a long time that Tottenham can't forget their past. They can't forget their roots. And the roots are that we can't forget it. We can't leave it there. Because you build your future from your past. You build your success from the foundations that are laid from the players of the past, from the teams of the past, from the managers of the past. And we've lost our way. We seem to have lost who we were, our identity, who we were, what we were, who were we, what we were about. And I was rewatching the 81 Cup final last night. Just there was a 50-minute highlight video on YouTube. And they thought, you know what, it's been a while since I watched it. I'm going to watch it. And it gave me chills. It gave me absolute chills watching it because you do forget how big of a club we are, how massively supported we are. And I mean, you look at I don't know if there's people my generation can remember Wembley. I know there's a lot of people probably know New Wembley, but if you're going to remember Wembley, and I think in that 81 replay we had over, I think it was 55,000 Tottenham fans there supporting us, and it reminds you Tottenham are a big club. We're a massive club. So I am so excited about this season. I'm so excited about De Zerbi's done. I'm so excited about the transfers we've done. More to come, and I know I'm going to be busy over the weekend, guys, giving you the latest information when it does come in. I just think we're going to get Savinho in. We're going to get Gakpo in. I have a really gut-wrenching feeling we're going to get Osimhen as well. I am telling you now. I've just got my gut's telling me Osimhen. My gut's telling me Osimhen is coming to Spurs because we know that Arsenal were looking to get him and using Martinelli as a sort of, well, you want Martinelli, okay? Can we have Osimhen and we'll come to some deal? Martinelli, I ain't going to Turkey. Sod that. I ain't going. I'm staying here at Arsenal. No, I'm quite happy here. I'm quite happy here being a South Londoner, playing for a South London club. You know, yeah, we may win the league, but we're not going to do that this year. No, Tottenham are on the rise. Tottenham are on the march. We're going to become kings of North London again. North London's going to become lily white. And you know, if we get Savinho, who is coming, and I've been saying it for weeks, I think. Yeah, I've got a gut-wrenching feeling, and this is me being delusional. This is me being delusional, or me being me. And me knowing the season's about to start, so the quadruple's on. We're going to win everything. The treble's on. Going to win the FA Cup, the League Cup, and the league. You know me. 2 years of being negative, that's enough. A year of being negative, that's enough. I want to go back to how I do things, being delusional. That's what people watch me for, because I'm delusional. You know, it will happen. But I just got this gut feeling we're going to pull something out of the bag. We're going to pull something out of the bag when it comes into it. So a little bit about Osimhen. We're going to talk a little bit about Gakpo, a little bit about Savinho as well. We're going to talk about Christian Romero and his statement. Very, very written by his PR team, actually. I have to say, his statement that his PR team put together, I have to say, is absolutely top-notch. I don't know how much of it came from Romero, but I'm going to end by saying that as well, and Jed Spence as well, the Inter Milan. Let's start at the bottom. I do like this. Really, Osimhen, Michael straight in. I think we should rival Arsenal bid for Osimhen. We have a lot of revenue and money. Yeah, exactly. There you go, Michael Spurs. There you go. You're right up my alley. Throw money at it. Why not? Yeah, Daniel Levy isn't there anymore. Somebody's nicked the Spurs credit card for spending money. Oh, big up to Carly says, no water, mate. I had to put the barbecue out. I was having it in an open field as well. Oh, you silly Billy. You silly sod. You shouldn't be doing that. Be careful of cooking your sausages out there, Carl. Funny things happen. Big up Dermot. Thanks, Dermot. Good to be here. Busy summer, moving into our new house. Oh, congratulations on that as well, buddy. Getting it painted and that all crap. But everyone is doing well. Thank you. I hope you're all good with you. Yeah, me and my family were doing really well. Thank you so much for asking, Erwin. Do you know what? It's the week before the Premier League starts, and I'm buzzing already. I literally cannot wait to next Saturday at 5 o'clock, starting the first proper Premier League watch along. Next week, I'll be, it's quite fun because I know early next week, I'm going to start preparing all my pre-match stuff, my predicted lineup, get ready to watch the press conference, do after the presser, get my, I love the player rating show, the after the presser show as well, talking about what De Zerbi said after the game, going over that. Lots is coming up next week, and I can't wait to get back. Summer's great, right? The summer content is great, but it's boring. No disrespect. The World Cup was on, and I suppose that broke it up a little bit. But I don't know. There's nothing like a Premier League day with Tottenham playing. There's something just can't beat that. You cannot beat waking up on a Saturday or Sunday, right, and knowing Spurs are playing today, and we're playing in the Premier League, and we're going for 3 points. I just can't wait. Let us not forget as well, Daniel Levy stopped a few of these old legends back in the stadium for being asked. But yeah, well, Daniel Levy, poor old Daniel Levy, you do feel sorry for the old sod, really, don't you? There's nobody there now to rob his old bald head anymore, is there? He's got to do it himself now. I bet you that's a culture shock. Yeah, bless him. Poor sod. And also, I did read somewhere that the ENIC or the Lewis family are now bidding against him for some basketball team. Poor fella ain't got no luck. Dermot, what do you think of Gakpo? I'm really excited about Gakpo, Owen. I tell you why. I think Gakpo under De Zerbi is going to be very brilliant. It's going to be very good. He's got the talent right, and we can. Oh, no, cheers, Gerard. Oh, I love it, Gerard. Daniel's a legend, yeah. I mean, Daniel Levy, for all his faults, right, did get one thing right. He did get our financial right, and he did bring in the solar panel that the sun come off his bald head. So we got free electricity. So, we are missing that. Oh, yeah, no problem, bud. No problem. Yeah, no problem. Big up to you. Look, I like Gakpo. I do. I've always liked him. Okay, he hadn't had a great season last season, and Jess would be better speaking that for me. She's a Liverpool fan, so she'd be better. She'd be better than me from putting that point of view across. But for me, any player coming under De Zerbi, I think he's going to really improve, Owen, and he's better than what we've got. And I know everyone's saying Mateus Taylor's played well. Yes, Mateus Taylor has come on well. But you only got him on the left. Odebear's injured. You've got Xavi injured as well. We know Kulu can play there, but it's not as effective there. So I think Gakpo, for me, is worth it. And the latest I've got on Gakpo, let's give you the latest. Actually, while we're talking about Gakpo, so let me give you the latest on Gakpo. Now, this has just come out possibly in the last sort of hour or so, guys. So, further to earlier reports that Spurs have agreed a deal in principle with Gakpo over personal terms. We have now submitted a bid. Now, there was a lot of rumours on X saying, do you know, there's speculation? No. We have submitted a £60 million bid for Gakpo. So, it's now down to Liverpool. And as you can see there, big up to you, Erwin, just take you off for a minute there. As you can see, he is worth around 50.4 to 61.6 million. So 60 million is at the top end of what I think he's worth. I think any higher than that, I think, you're taking a gamble, 70 million. I think 70 million is too much for him. I think anywhere between 50 and 60 is about right. So you go 55 plus add-ons. I think that's a perfect deal. Is that Roberto De Zerbi views Tottenham's interest in Gakpo and Man City's Savinho as two separate deals. So I cannot tell you how excited I am to get Gappo and Savinho in. I've seen a lot of people sort of diss the Savinho deal, and I'm thinking, nah, I said it last year. I wanted him. I've stuck by my guns, and I've said it all through this window. He will be a Tottenham player by the end of the window, and I'm sticking by that because I know what I've been told, and what I've been told is going to happen. So if I've been told it's going to happen, I'm sticking to that. Big up to you, Brenny. How you doing, evening legend? And big up, chat. Big up to you, Brenny. Brenny, let me know if you want to pop on, bud. Let me know. Send me a WhatsApp, and I'll send you the link, buddy. Well, big up to you. Everyone do get over to the Football Takeover and Brenny's channel as well. Brenny's an absolute legend. Yes, he's an Arsenal fan, but he's my brother. Big up to you. He's my North London brother. Big up to you, Brenny. Hope you're doing well, man. Big up, Derma. You're a legend. We're winning the league. It's plain and simple. Do you know what? I am the real Daniel. I agree with you. As long as you're not bored. But I agree with you. Anyone bored complaining, I apologise. 55 million bid from Forest has apparently been for Bergville. I don't want Bergville to go, but if we get Morgan Gibbs-White in replace for that, I wouldn't be too upset, to be fair. Big up, Daniel is a legend, says Gerard. Is he really? Well, Daniel, I need to sit. Good job I'm sitting down because I've never seen you praise Daniel Levy before, Gerard. So, I'm glad I'm sitting down. Yeah, no problem. You look after that. We've got a few mods in tonight. And yes, season's coming up, by the way, mods. I'm talking to you. If you're a mod, I'm talking to you. You need to be vigilant on your game and on your guard. And we've had a few incidents with people that have come onto this channel. They've started attacking the panelists and what they're saying. No more. That stops, and it stops now. Mods in here, do your job. If you don't do your job, you will be removed. So you've been put on warning now, mods. We want to make this a safe channel for everyone to come in, speak their mind, have to say, have banter, have a joke, not to be attacked. So, mods, you've got one rule. Time out. If to continue, ban. So, mods, you've been told, do your job. I think if Oshman was a priority for RD, we'd be going for him. I have been RDZ and keen on his mentality and desire. Do you know what? That's been my biggest. You know me, Roy. I have said it as well, haven't I? That I think he's a brilliant player. He's a great goal scorer, but it's his mentality and desire that worries me, and that's been my biggest issue with him as well. I would say De Zerbi would knock that out of him pretty quickly, but maybe he feels he can't. So we have to wait and see. But for me, look, if Oshiman's available, go and get him. We desperately need a number 9. Richie and Solanke are not good enough. We need an upgrade on the pair of them. So go out and spend the money. Daniel was years ahead of the rest. Yeah, and some things he was, some things he wasn't. I agree with that. D Rumour has it. MGW, we want a return on Nico Williams, or give me Nico Williams by fair. Dermo knows Oshiman is coming. As Dermo's got him locked up in his boot. Yeah, I have. Yeah, he's locked up in my dungeon. Here. I feed him well. Don't worry. I feed Oshiman well. Don't worry. He gets fed well. And Carl goes down and sees him every night and reads him a bedtime story. The history of Tottenham Hotspur, 1882 to 2026. I think Carl is in the 70s now. So it's a bit horrorish and a bit nightmarish at this moment. Big up, Carl. I'm extremely happy with Gap and Savinho. So would I, actually. Another ordinary. Gerard, does anything excite you? To be fair, right? No disrespect. You've been coming into this channel for a long time. Does anything get you going? Do you get excited about any player that we sign? All right, let me put it to this, right? Who would you like to see Tottenham buy? There you go. There's a question for you. Nobody wants a player we bought in. Yeah, I know. But I do. I'm more than happy with the players we bought in. Other clubs did want them. Yeah, exactly. Bring back Magic Johnson. All is forgiven. Yeah, I look, he was at Everton today. I wish him well, actually. I do wish him well. And look, he wasn't great last season, was he? To be fair, he had a bit of a horrific season. But, he will prove people wrong. And he is a very good goal scorer. He's a very good getting up there in the back post and putting the ball in the back of the net. When we had him, he played well. and then suddenly he's no good, but he scored the winner in the Europa League final. And to be fair, he's won 2 European titles back to back. So fair play to him. Note to everyone, I wasn't in when that happened. No, you weren't. To be fair, you weren't, Carl. But now you're in tonight. You're put on notice, mate. Evening, Dermo. Hope you and the chat are well. Good evening, John68. I'm doing well, buddy. Hope you're doing well. What would your base case scenario of case scenario of an alternative to Osherman? Well, not the AC Monaco player. That is for sure. I don't think he's good enough. I've always said it, and I keep saying it. Ollie Watkins, and a lot of people have said, "Dermo, come on. Do you know he's no good? Ollie Watkins no good." But A, he's Premier League proven. B, we know he can score goals if you give him the right ammunition and and provide him with the right, with the right to score goals. And I think he would thrive at Tottenham. He would thrive under Robert De Zerbi. So and I've said that quite across the window. So for an alternative to Osherman, Michael, that's who I would. But let me know if you agree or disagree. I'd be interested to see what people think. But I think Ollie Watkins gets this quite a lot, and he is a very good striker. Look, we all love Harry Kane to come back, couldn't we? And we know he's about to sign a new deal. I was told that Spurs have had a conversation with Harry Kane for some reason. Either that's to look at a deal in the future or to come back in a few years' time or put the feelers out. Do you want to come back now? As far as I know, as far as for what I've been told, he's happy in Germany. His family are happy in Munich as well. So as long as they're happy, I think he will stay there. I think his dreams to win the Champions League. But conversations were had in the summer after the World Cup about Harry Kane coming back to Tottenham. And that's what I was told that about 3 weeks ago. So talks have happened. Harry Kane, yeah, I think we all want Harry Kane back, Gerard, to be fair. But I think in 2 years' time, he'll come back to Spurs. Harry Kane's going to sign that extent. Yeah, I say 2 years, Carl. Big up, Giant. Any other good free signings about to be had? Sorry, give me. Whoever knew opening up a box of grapes could be so noisy? Oh Lord, very little put the little. I tell you one thing. Where I do this right, the very little sign really puts me off for some reason. Big up Marco. Even though I'm sorry I'm late. Late on, but I had a reissue I had to sort out for my daughter. Big up to her. I hope you sorted out your issue, bud. And I hope everything is fine. But big up to you. Great seeing you in chat, Marco. Great seeing you in chat, buddy. Big up to you. What about Thiago? I think there's another good player as well, Thiago for Brentford, but he's only done it in one season, Erwin. And I don't want to get caught in the Dominic Solanke thing again, where we buy a player because he had a great season, one good season, and then he doesn't perform. If Thiago performs well this year, and backs up what he did last year, then I would say, yeah, he's worth a punt. But Ollie Watkins has, backed it up season after season. But Thiago's not a bad shout. Not a bad shout at all. Would you take Maeta from Palace? I don't think he's that out-and-out striker, is he? That you need to score your 15, 20 goals. I'm not really a big fan of his, if I'm being honest. I don't know if Tottenham would be too big of a leap for him. I think if he went to another club similar size to Crystal Palace, I think he might do very well there. But for me, I think coming to Tottenham comes with its own expectations. It comes with its own pressures as well. And I just don't think he could cope with that. Look, he could well do. I don't know. It could surprise me. But for me, no. But he's a very good striker, but not for me. And I don't know what people what you think in the chat. Do you know Mateta from Palace? Is he worth putting into a conversation, let us know. Big up to Marco with the 10 jewels. Thank you so much, Marco. And Erwin says, yeah, didn't think about that. And that's the thing, Erwin. And look, I think Thiago is a very good striker, right? He did very well last season. Got into the Brazilian squad, I think, for the World Cup, if my memory serves me right. Somebody in the chat let me know if he did or didn't. I think he did or didn't. And I just want a striker that is able to back it up season after season after season. Now, you look at Harry Kane. Harry Kane did back it up, but Harry Kane's one of them strikers you don't get every year. He's more of a striker you would get like once in a generation. I've always described Harry Kane as our Jimmy Greaves. Philip Brady had Jimmy Greaves. We've had Harry Kane. And then you had strikers in between them two that were very good, but not on their level. You go to Martin Shivers. Now, Martin Shivers was a very, very good striker for Tottenham. And then you had Garth Crooks and Steve Archibald. You had Clive Allen, and you had other players like that came through. Gary Lineker again, another generational striker, I suppose, of his era. But we got him at the tail end of his career, not really at the start. I suppose like Jurgen Klinsmann, another world-class player, but I don't think we've seen anyone at Tottenham since Jimmy. Well, Harry Kane's the only striker I think we've seen at Tottenham at Jimmy Greaves levels. And he's continued to do it in the Bundesliga. He continues to do it for England as well in the World Cups and the European Championships. He's just a freak of nature. That lad is a freak of nature. But look, these things happen, and the next generational great will come again soon. I think RDZ is a big fan of Solanke, and if we get Gappo and Zavinho, he may just stick with him at number 9. Hope not. I hope not either, Marco. I think the sooner he's gone, the better, in my view. And what's really got me is when we really needed him, there's something wrong with him. I got a sore throat. Well, does that affect you running? Does that affect you heading the ball? Does that affect your legs from passing the ball? No, it doesn't. You got a sore throat. I used to work in the buildings, right? If I had the flu, I had to go to work. I couldn't take time off. Say, sorry, I can't go in today. I got a sore throat. I wouldn't earn any money. So he needs to buck up his ideas a little bit. And he needs also, to be fair with Solanke, if he does stay, he knows he's going to have to play second fiddle to whoever comes in, because whoever comes in is going to be the starting number 9. I don't think Solanke's that good of a striker. I really don't. I think we wasted too much money on him. And the day we bought him, I was doing a stream the day we bought him, and he was so underwhelming. Oh, do you know what I mean? I just think he's been, 22 goals in 2 seasons at Tottenham? Nowhere near good enough. I hope we don't go for the American striker, Balogun, or whatever his name is. He's definitely not. No, he's not. He's worse. I really don't want him at Tottenham either. We have always had great striker. Yeah, we had. You go through the years. Jimmy Greaves, Martin Shivers, Archibald, Crooks, Gary Lineker, Clive Allen, Robbie Keane, Berbatov, and players like that. We've always had great strikers at the club. Solanke ain't going. You sure, Carl? Are you sure? Can you make him go? Can you work your magic and make him disappear, like to another club? I'm asking you. Can you engineer a move for him to another club, please? Thank you. Sore throat for a North London derby. Give me a break, Prima. I know. Look, if somebody's right, it's like any of us in the chat was him, and we know it's a North London derby. We know we're under the cosh. We know we've got a new manager who is useless. I mean, he tried to make Christian Gross look like a genius, to be fair to him. And a player come up to me and say, sorry, boss, I can't play. I'm injured. Okay, what's wrong? Thinking you pulled a hamstring, you've got an Achilles or something, can't play. I got a sore throat. Get out there, you're playing. Balogun is trash, is mid. Yeah, I look, I don't think he's trash because he does play for AS Monaco. So I think if you get to that sort of playing in Europe, I think he got to be half decent, but he's not Premier League material. Not He's not Premier League. Yes, I forgot Teddy. Yeah, Teddy Sheringham. He was a brilliant striker for us, actually. I love Teddy. I mean, I love watching him in the early 90s, like him and Klinsmann. That year they spent together. God, what player, what a combination. Because he was also brilliant with Alan Shearer as well. Do you know, we could have brought Alan Shearer to the club from Southampton. Imagine that. Him and Teddy Sheringham. Whew. Richie's going, market here first. I want Solanke to go and Richie to stay. So Carl, can you please, in your football agent sort of capacity of being a football agent, can you make it the other way around, please? Yeah, I'll make sure you get well rewarded for your selling Solanke to, I don't know, Accrington Stanley. He do well there. Marco, Steve Archibald, Garth Crooks as well, legend. And it's great to see all the legends back at the club yesterday, back to where they belong at the Lane. Right, guys, let's go through all the news and then we're going to end off there because I need my dinner. This is latest. Romero has gone. Captain Romero has left the building. He's gone on the plane. He's flew to Spain. And he says, thank you very much, Simeone. I'm now at home in La Liga. Christian Romero has completed his Atletico Madrid medical, the official contract signature on a massive 5-year deal running on to June 2031. It's coming up next. And he did put out something today, old Romero, just thanking the Tottenham fans for everything. And as I said, again, his PR team did well. So this is what he wrote. I'm not reading out the whole thing. I only copy and paste and put it into the banners, only a bit of what he said. But he started off by saying, today I say goodbye to the place that for 5 seasons was much more than a club. It was my home, my challenge, and the place where my family and I built such an important part of our lives. I live with a heart full of memories and enormous pride for everything we lived and achieved together. When I arrived, I had a clear dream to leave my name in this club's history. I knew the only way, though, through hard work, sacrifice, and achieving something that we seemed so difficult for so long, lifting the trophy again, and we did it. And then at the end, it says, thank you for everything. I'm leaving the club, but part of my heart will always remain here. Once I was one of you. Today, I leave it as one of you forever. With all my love and respect, thank you for everything and goodbye. That's quite harsh at the end, isn't it? Goodbye. At Spurs official with a heart emoji. Look, I did a show the other night on Romero and my thoughts on him, and I've always said it. Look, you can't. I've got this love-hate relationship with Romero, right? And I think the last 6 months has tarnished his. I think it's tarnished his reputation a little bit with the fans. I think you could forgive him for the red cards and the tackling and being over aggressive, and maybe he was marked. Maybe his reputation did precede him. Maybe referees just refereed him differently for whatever reason. And look, you can't change that. It did. What happened has happened. Yes, he did put in a man of the match display for the final against Man City, but let's not forget Mickey van der Ven's heroic clearance off the line. And I don't know, there's just something there. And I've seen other channels do stuff, right? And, thanking Romero. And you got to thank him. You got to say thank you for your service. Thank you for playing for Tottenham Hotspur. Wish you well for the rest of your career. You're a part of our history. You've played for our massive club and you move on. But it's the last 6 months that leave a bitter taste in my mouth. And that's only my opinion. Everyone can have their opinion on Romero. Everyone can have their views on them and thoughts on them, and either you love him or hate him or whatever. But it's just that last 6 months left a bit of a taste in my mouth. So look, it is what it is. He's gone. Wish him all the best. I'd be interested to see what you guys think, guys, as well. Big up to El Spurs, sprinkling a bit of Las Vegas on the channel. Hi, Demo, watching you from a plane from Houston. Well, big up to you, El Spurs. Hope you're doing well. I haven't seen you for a long while, so I hope you've had a lovely summer. Are you on your way back to Vegas now? Let us know where you're going if you're going back home to Vegas. But big up to us, Spur. It's great to see you in the chat. Big up, Michael. Nice goodbye message, but too little, too late. Glad he's gone. I think in a way. Breaking City Extra. City and Spurs reach verbal agreement. 85 million. I see it. That's true. Not saying you're fibbing. Loaf. Okay. Low fat. Okay, low fat. I'm not saying, but I don't see it there. Let's see now. Let's see. What's it called again? Oh, at City Extra. Okay, cheers, bud. Have I done that wrong? Oh, there we go. Let's see. Yeah, can I add that? So you got to follow to. I don't. Okay. All right, I'll have a look for that later. But if you're saying that's the latest, that's the latest. All right, I'll get my people looking onto it now. I'll just send a WhatsApp to one of the people I use for information. So I'll get him to look that. Can you look? There you go. I'll get the people that work in the background looking up that and getting that information for me. Big up. Yeah, no, you're very welcome. You're very welcome. Are you looking forward to Sunday? Please, 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 please beat Arsenal. Please. I just want to see Arteta cry again. Please do us a favour. Just make Arteta cry. Yeah, let us know. Yeah, you're welcome. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, and join us. Very welcome in here, buddy. Yeah, I got one of my guys looking for it now. But big up. So, apparently from a Man City fan as well. City and 85 million. Is it a bit too much, guys? Is it a bit too much? 85 million. But yeah, I'll get the guys in the back room doing the work for me. I'm checking this information out. So big up to you. Can't forgive him for the effing off home when he was captain. Yeah, I think that is. I agree, Owen. Look, I'm very much, especially last season, everyone was going through it with us being nearly relegated, and I think it affected me near the end of the season as the pressure wore on and the stress was getting there, and we thought the unthinkable could happen. It could have been us tomorrow playing in the championship. Do you know that could be us? And as captain, you want to be there. And when De Zerbi come out near the end of the season, when he says there's two types of captain, there's Ben Davies who's injured but in the dress, staying with the players and staying in the hotel and leading by example, and there's Cutie who's still a captain. But if you're a captain, you have to be there all the time. And I agree with that, Owen. That's the bit that stays, that's the bitter taste in my mouth for what the last 6 months. And for me, it's ruined his last 5 years for me. Look, I can't forget what he did. Man of the match, Europa League final, brilliant. Times he's got us out of dodge, brilliant. Equalisers last season when he did do his best. But I don't know. Just that last bit leaves a bit in my mouth. It really does. Big up to you. Big up to you. Big up, man. Definitely pounds, not euros. I would say so, but I'm waiting for an update from people. I'll see if Yeah, so I've got a couple of guys on that checking that out. Big up to our Spurs this summer. I was in London for the BTS coming. Oh, I hope you had a good time at the stadium. Big up to our Spurs. Great seeing the chat again. You've been missed. Big up Spurs Naples as well. Big up to you, Nepal. Big up to you. I hope you're doing well. What's the weather like over there? Let us know. Um, from now on, we shouldn't take points from City, so City can easily. Big up to you. It has been agreed, but it. Well, let me get my teeth in. It hasn't been agreed. It is. It's what it will take. Spurs know this. 85 minutes of it's way too much. If he joins, he'll be a flop. He won't be a flop. Spurs fan chat. I've got so much faith in this kid. He will not be a flop. I disagree, and I think Diaz would get them. Yeah, same here. I'm with you 100% on that, Marco. I think he will. Right, just give me right now. There it is. I can read you out the full quote from City Extra. By the way, big up to the backroom staff again. I don't. These guys, the team I have in the back room doing these transfer checks for me and give me the information like before I go live. So did work so hard in the background, and like I put that in, can you look it up for me within 10 minutes to give me information on it? So what it is says, Tottenham have reached a verbal agreement with Savinio. Man City are now waiting for an official proposal from Spurs in order to sell and tend his for the North London club to reach requires 85 million pound mark. Now, what I've also been told it would be 65 million with add-ons. So 65 million quid plus add-ons. So that's how the 85 million will be made up to. But that is the very latest on Savinio as we have it now. Big up to verbal agreement. Yeah, it is verbal. And look, it may be a verbal agreement, but it's always a verbal agreement in principle. And then before everything kicks off. But Savinio, I think Savinio, look, my gut's telling me probably by Monday we might have that done. I think it's going to, once the price is agreed, it will move very quickly. And it's all about Man City getting somebody in to replace Savinio as well, by the way. And that's what it is. It's all about them getting somebody in to replace him. But these transfers, just because we don't hear anything about it, everything's still working behind the background. I don't want Savinio to leave. I get that. I get that. Look, we would love him. You don't want him to leave. I get that. It is that's transfers, isn't it? I didn't want Jet Spence to leave and he left. So, I understand what you're saying? There's players that you don't want to leave your football club, but they do. Money talks. Money talks. I won't believe until I see it in the shirt. Well, Marco, here for me, it's going to happen. Take it from me. All right. I've got a reputation getting these right. Take it from me, it's going to happen. Right, let's carry on, guys, with the news. And of course, Jed Spence is also heading out the door to Inter Milan. Inter Milan have agreed a deal for Spurs for defender Jed Spence. Spurs have reached a £30 million agreement with the Italian club. The deal is said to include a 10% sell-on clause. It is added that Spence was given permission to undergo his medical in Italy as the clubs continued their discussions. The 26-year-old made 44 appearances for Spurs last season. Sorry to see him go. But look, if he wants to go, no point keeping him there. Good luck to him, and I wish him the very best of luck. Had a great World Cup, and he's played in Italy before, so he knows the league, he knows the play. So you watch him grow. Vicario, Tottenham are on tenterhooks to find out whether the Juventus wish to make good on their interest on Gianluca Vicario. It emerged on Thursday that Benacona are back in for the Super goalkeeper, Spurs goalkeeper. Juve have planned to loan Japan stop Suki once he completed the proposed 28 million move to Paris Saint-Germain from Parma. However, reports in Italy suggest the PSG now want to keep Suki, which has led Juventus to reopen their door for the move from Vicario. The Serie A giants only want a loan deal, however, a decision expected very soon. Meanwhile, Roberto De Zerbi seen settled on Antonio Kinski as the new number one, with Summer signing Martin Dubravka as his backup. So, thank you very much, Vicario. Good luck. I wish you well. But, yeah, made the right choice. Kingsley's a far better keeper than Vicario. Vicario, too many liabilities, too many mistakes, cost us too many points last season. We needed a change in there. Yeah, fair play. Good luck. I wish you well. Yeah, and going back home. So, what more can you ask for? Gappo as well. Further to early reports, Spurs agreeing the deal in principle with Cody Gappo. There's also speculation. Official bid has been submitted. Now, I can confirm a bid has been submitted. It is a £60 million bid, as written in the article there, but a £60 million bid has gone in for Gappo. So it's now off to Liverpool to accept it. And as I said, it is at the top end of what he's worth. He's worth between 50.4 million to 61.6 million. So at the top end of that sort of price range. But for me, 55 million plus add-ons would be a better deal. So it's added, yeah. And as I said earlier, he sees Savino and him as two separate deals. Now, Osimhen. Now, Osimhen has a lot of interest for the few clubs. Now, we know he was linked to Arsenal. We know Galatasaray did want Martinelli. We also know that Martinelli apparently has said no to going to Galatasaray. Now, we have to take that as a little bit of... we have to take that with a little bit of speculation now. You know, it's all about money. It's all about, look, I'm not going to that league, but if you give me an extra 10 grand a week, I'll go. He is worth around 54.6 million to 66.8 million. We know he's got a very good scoring record. I know somebody said in the chat they'd be worried about his desire and about his attitude. Yes, that is true. But I just feel that De Zerbi might knock that out of him and you get a real, very, very good striker. But a number of Tottenham's boost of a number of players could be used in exchange to land. Victor Osimhen, Roberto De Zerbi has already swung the axe heavily this summer as he goes about a major makeover in North London. However, there are still a number of names who could be used to sweeten any deal for the Nigerian sensation Osimhen. Now, you're wondering, Derma, who them deals? Who are them players? And I will tell you who them players are. If you give me a minute, if I can find them. Where did I put it? Oh, did I delete it like an idiot? Yeah, I did delete it. I had them up. So, right, let me just go very quickly again over to my other page. Right, so Osimhen. I did have it out earlier, so it won't be too long to find it. Right. So, there is a couple of players that we are looking. That's not what I wanted. Right, Tottenham transfer. Here we go. So players like Mateus Tel could be used. Bentancur could be in the mix as well. We know Vicario could be used as well. Now, there was an interesting one as well that somebody sent me. Now, I don't know how true it is or not, but it's about sending Kulu on loan there for a season. Now, I don't know if that would be a good thing or a bad thing for Kulu. But that is one of the names that are in there. So there's a few names there that would look. You could put, say, if you're buying another winger, two wingers, right, and you want a striker, then maybe Tel's going to be surplus to requirements. So Tel and Bentancur, plus so much money for Osimhen. So we have to wait and see. There are players in. Now, this is what I heard about the Arsenal, right? There are serious developments concerning the race to sign Victor Osimhen, but it's not out of Tottenham. Arsenal are now linked with a move for the Nigerian striker, but Gabriel Martinelli have been touted for a move in the opposite direction. Martinelli could have been ideal make weight to land Osimhen, who supposedly value him around 55 million quid. In fact, the Brazilian could have covered the large majority of that fee. Following reports, Galatasaray were willing to offer 38 million, but the Athletic has suggested Martinelli will play no bar in the transfer because he has no interest in move to Italy. The player that plays Spurs' favourite as it leaves Arsenal back at square one in the Osherman pursuit. Now, for Tottenham as well, let's go to a bit about, just to give you an update as well, that the Gakpo offer has been made. So it's a £60 million offer that has actually been sent to Liverpool. Just got that double confirmed. Now, here we go. These are the players that Tottenham could offer. So the 5 players are as of now are Matthias Tel, Richarlison, Bentancur, Kulu on loan, Vicario, and that is the 5. So guys, let me know. I mean, I look, for me, I would do Richarlison and Bentancur. If De Zerbi's going to keep Solanke, there's your 2 make-weight. So who knows? Nah, keep Kulu no way. Owen, then they may be saying that is, but his wages are screwing them over, and Reddy could do with getting rid of him. Rohin, there is. Oh yeah, there is Rohin. That it's in the. Where is he? Yeah, we are, but it's in the community section. If Carl's still in the chat, Carl, can you put in the details or the link for that for Rome, please? Get doing, because I'm looking forward to next Monday. Give them all 5 of them. I would keep Kulu, but the rest can go. I think Poole will hold out for 70 million, as they have for big fee for Barcola. I do you know what? I think, yeah, maybe so, but maybe 60 plus add-ons, I would say. I thought Galatasaray said they wouldn't sell him this season, no matter how much the club bids. I'm saying nothing. When he said he gave Tel a big kiss and a hug, I don't know. I'm so behind on the chat. If Gakpo's the one as he wants, then let's get him. I've never been scared by him when we have met him before. Fair enough, Ronan. Fair enough, bud. The moment last season when I knew RDZ would be the guy for me was, yeah, exactly. Even if we get off the wage bill with a loan and cheap obligation to buy, yeah, Spence, so cheap. I almost consider making a bid myself. I know. We could have done, Ronan. We could have done. As soon as Bancoli's done, Gakpo will be done as well. Yeah, absolutely. So, yeah, Carl, if you're still in chat, but if not, Ronan, if you're still watching, bud, the link is in the community section and it's there. So do that. I've just got a little bit of breaking news for you guys. What I've been told, it's about Osherman. It's either Spurs or Arsenal or staying at Galatasaray. So I think the Arsenal thing's done. Right, unless I've been told different tomorrow night from Bobby over the football takeover, I think that's done. I think it's been Tottenham and Galatasaray. Does he want to move to the Premier League? We know he's got to take a reduction in wages, but again, you would change that, wouldn't you? With put more on the signing on bonus, give him more as a bonus as well. Or does he want to stay in Turkey? Or does he want to come to a team that's going to be on the rise, going to be challenging for cups and trophies and challenging for that Champions League spot? I think come to Tottenham, Osherman. Come to Tottenham. You know you want to. I can't see any more information, guys, so I think I'm going to leave it there. I've gone for nearly an hour, so I'm going to leave it there, guys. But listen, thank you all for watching. I've really appreciated you joining me tonight so late. Listen, tomorrow, 2:30, I'm on with the watch along for Tottenham versus Hoffenheim. Tomorrow night at 8 o'clock, I'm over on my political channel with me, Mr. Is it tomorrow or Sunday? Sunday. So tomorrow night I will be doing a post-match sort of review of pre-season of the game as well, going over it, and any latest transfer news. Sunday, 11:30, I will be live for the 12 o'clock kickoff for Hoffenheim. 5 o'clock, I think there's a podcast over on Steve's channel. Me and Steve do a podcast every Sunday, so we'll be doing that. 8 o'clock, I should be doing the political channel with Philip. Then Monday, Billy is back from his holiday. So Monday, we're going to do a review of pre-season. We're going to look back at all pre-season, look at all the latest transfer news. And that, guys, will be at 8 o'clock. I'm sorry for the show being at 10 tonight, but it will be at 8. And then next week, it's all build up to the Premier League, isn't it? Build up to the match against Brentford, 5:30. So pre-match show next Friday. predicted lineup out for you members live next Friday as well. We've got the after the presser out for you members, and then out for your non-members afterwards. Saturday we're gonna do a little bit for pre-match build-up. From 2 to we're gonna start. The watch along starts at 2, so it's a bit of a pre-match build-up, and then from 2:45 we'll go through the lineups, and that's come out. Then we start the watch along. After the match, we have the instant reaction to the show. So that'd be about 10 minutes after the game's finished. Then the following day, then we got the player ratings coming out for your members first, then non-members afterwards. And then we'll have the proper post-match show afterwards on Sunday night at 8 o'clock with me, Billy, going over the game with James as well, talking about the game, and then looking ahead to our next game next week. But guys, yes, if you do want to join the Fantasy Football League for the 26-27 Fantasy League, why don't you join the mini league, THFC Till I Die. Joining the league could be simply use the link below and you will be added automatically. So I'm going to do it. I didn't know there's a mini league, Carl. So is that the main league or the mini league, Carl? So let me know. I'm confused. Is that the big league or small league? I'm confused by this mini league. So maybe WhatsApp me and explain it to me, because I'm confused. But anyway, there you go, and there is the code as well. Carl, if you can put that into the community section, I would be very grateful indeed. But guys, that is it. See you tomorrow at 2:30. Tottenham versus Hoffenheim. We're back in the lane. Thank God. The football season's nearly here, and we're nearly back doing what we do best, giving you all the latest Tottenham content from now to the end of the year. Come on, guys. Let's get the 3K. Oh, that's one more thing as well. Sorry, before I go. 2 things. One is I want to get the 3K before the start of before the Tottenham game. So I'm on a mission to get the 3K. I don't know how many away I am from 3K at the moment. So let me just check. Right. So I'm 107 away from 3K. Let's see, can we get there before the start of the season? And also on the 20 when is the on the 21st, it's either the 21st or the 23rd, I will be doing a 12-hour, it's the same thing. Okay, Grant. I will be doing a 12-hour stream for Stand Up to Cancer. There's me. My channel's getting involved in it. JSY Talks Football's getting involved in it. I am going to talk to the Football Takeover as well. I'm going to speak to Dave from the Irish Hotspur. So there'll be 4 or 5 different channels sort of joining up together and doing some content. I'm going to see, can I show some couple of old games? Me and James are going to give it the old THFC Till We Die watch along. So we're going to find a couple of games from the 60s, 70s, and we're going to do a proper watch along to it. Absolute proper watch along to it. I want to do a watch along to the 8-1 Cup final. That I want to do. And then we're going to do a bit of fun as well. We're going to do a little bit of match of the day as well. We're going to watch a couple of old Tottenham games, and then the guys are going to give it. Whoever's watching that game will give it their match of the day things. I'm going to speak to Stacey tomorrow to see about getting the quiz sorted out. We're going to talk. I'm going to see, can I get Steve Perriman come on? But we're going to try to get people on and talk about the football history, talk about why they support Tottenham, and just generally have a good time talking to one another. So that is over the weekend of either the 21st, 22nd, 23rd. So do let me know. I will let you know before then, or we may do it in the first week of September. But we'll let you know before then. But guys, thank you all for watching. See you tomorrow at 12. Come on, you Spurs. And Roberto De Zerbi. We try.